From the National Weather Service office in Phoenix, I'm meteorologist Jared High with a forecast update for you on the heat that we're expecting later in the week. It's not too bad out there for the next 2 or 3 days for Arizona and California standards, with highs from the mid-80s to the low 90s. That's courtesy of a dip in the jet stream that gave us the windy conditions at times over the weekend. But this pattern is going to flip, and take a look here as we push toward the latter part of the week, end of the weekend, early next week. The cool air shifts away. We start to see a bubbling ridge of high pressure across the west, and that's going to deliver us very hot temperatures, especially by Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, when those ridges of high pressure start to develop in May and June across our part of the country. They really can deliver some searing heat. So this is the overall pattern that we're expecting. Let's break down some of the impacts for you over the next few days to come here. This is the risk of reaching or exceeding 100 degrees by day from Thursday through Monday. Pick out your nearest city here. For example, Phoenix. That risk of reaching or exceeding 100 degrees jumps above 85 to 95% Saturday and Sunday, and remains high even into Monday of next week. Same at Blythe, El Centro, Yuma. Wickenburg, good chance you'll even reach or exceed 100 degrees at times over the weekend. Globe, with the higher terrain, of course, saved from the triple digits most likely, but it will still be hot, well up into the 90s. So some of the impacts from this heat that we are anticipating, again, the lower deserts, 100 to 107. That's what we're expecting Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and even beyond that 7-day forecast as well, with the heat continuing. This will be the highest temperatures we have seen since last summer, puts us in a moderate heat risk, and what that tells us is when the heat risk reaches moderate or high, more widespread chunks of the population begin to see impacts from excessive heat. So we begin to get a little more concerned about temperatures when they reach these levels. We also have a very high sun angle in May, and that can cause even more concerns. We're worried about, of course, getting sunburned 15, 20 minutes under that direct sunshine as well. Heat is a deceptive threat. It can really cause problems before you realize it. It's best to stay ahead of it, stay hydrated, seek shade, and take some breaks if you're working out in these conditions, and note the signs of whether or not you may be getting too hot, and start to get indoors if possible if that's the case. Here are some more heat safety tips. For example, always check the back seat when you're getting out of your car for pets or children, and some folks are even more vulnerable to the heat, especially the elderly and the sick and those without air conditioning. So if you know someone in those categories, be sure to check on them. And here at the NWS Phoenix, heat safety is a big priority for us. We'll keep you updated on this very hot weather as we push toward the weekend. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.